This is chapter 22 of Flotsam, Dead Man's Treasure. Oh, gross! Briar cried as they lifted the lid. Stinks! Yuck! Get me out of here! There's somebody dead in here for sure! Is it the treasure? Loxy asked, gazing over the edge expectantly. Here, Amy said. Give me the lantern. Loxy handed her the lantern. She held it over the open casket. Under the light, the casket lit up with sparkling gold coins, emeralds, rubies, bricks of gold, silver, and precious metals. It's the treasure! Briar gasped, his eyes filling with wonder. I told you there wasn't a dead person in there, Amy said, a look of triumph in her eyes. We're rich! Loxy shouted, tossing Amy and Briar 2 burlap sacks. Here, fill 'em up and hand 'em to me. Amy and Briar filled the sacks with treasure, then struggled to hoist them to Loxy, but they were too heavy. Give 'em here, Loxy cried, leaning over. Tristan, hold my feet while I grab the bags. Tristan grabbed hold of Loxy's feet as Loxy reached out and caught hold of both bags of treasure. Cow-spotted mushroom windmills, Loxy grunted. It's heavy as 1,000 pickled snakes filled with stink bugs that have been eating gold dust and train iron juice. Pull me up, Tristan, quickly now. I can't, Tristan cried. You're too heavy. What? You can't pull me up? My great-aunt Weasel was 10 times smaller than you, and she could pull a wagon loaded with slabs of marble. Now dig your heels in and pull me up. I'm pulling, Tristan yelled. His muscles quivered, and he broke out into a sweat. Pull harder. You're gonna have to drop one of the bags. Fine, Loxy roared, dropping one. I dropped it. Now pull me up. Tristan let out a loud grunt and pulled, finally dragging Loxy back up. Loxy ran his hands through the bag full of treasure, his eyes lighting up with greed as coins slid through his fingers. Good boy, Tristan. Good boy. Anyone going to give us a hand up? Briar wondered. Loxy looked up from the bag of treasure and nodded. Yeah, Tristan, go give him a hand. Tristan glared daggers at Loxy and reached over the edge of the grave. Just as his hand caught hold of Briar's, Loxy shoved Tristan into the hole. Tristan shot up and yelled, Hey, Loxy, what'd you do that for? Loxy peered over the edge and smiled. Ah, the moment of truth hurts, doesn't it? Tristan shook his head. Moment of truth? I don't understand. I knew you wouldn't, Loxy went on, and that's the sad part. But, you see, Tristan, I can't let you go on as you have. You stole from me. Darn near cost me everything. I don't want to risk you doing that to me again. I figured I might as well leave you here to make sure the rest of this treasure don't walk off. Other than that, you're really no use to me anymore. But you said we were partners. Family. Loxy shrugged. Yeah, I did say that, didn't I? And we are family, hypothetically speaking, especially if you classify the woman we met today as a part of your family. According to her, it's okay to abandon your children, steal from them, use them, beat them from time to time, maybe feed them once a week, run them over with a car, and finally, when the time is right, just walk away from them and pretend you never knew them. Tristan clenched his jaw in anger. Loxy, you don't mean that. Help me up, you weasel, or I swear I'll get you for this. We had a deal. A flash of lightning lit up Loxy's twisted face. A deafening crash of thunder followed. The rumble echoed through the mountains, like the voice of some disturbed titan. Loxy nodded. I know, we had a deal. It was a good deal. You helped me get the girl, which I will always be indebted to you for. But, as it is, I don't need you anymore, Tristan. What do you mean? You'll always need me. Nope. Like your mother said, you're a loser, Tristan. I don't need losers. I need finders, like your sister. Just think, with her, I can become the greatest outlaw this world has ever known. I will know every secret this town holds. I will know how to open every door, find any key, rob any bank, break into any house, find every treasure. No, Tristan, your time is up. Come morning, I'm taking you to the cops. Go to blazes, Loxy, Tristan shouted. You know if you take me to the cops, I'll rat you out. And don't you think I won't do it after all you've done. Loxy laughed. Ah, but what you don't see is that even if you try to rat me out, they won't believe you. I've paid every one of those skunks off, and I'll pay 'em double to look the other way when I bring you in. Tristan's voice grew solemn. What about Briar? And Amy? The deer? What about them? Oh, I'll let Briar go, soon enough. No one will believe him anyway, but Amy, I'll keep. Use the deer as collateral. What? You can't keep her. Am I sensing a little jealousy? Tristan, you can't help that you're a loser and your sister is a finder. Deal with it. You're the loser, Loxy. You've always been. Otherwise, you wouldn't have to rely on others to get what you want. Don't you understand that people come looking for her once they find out she's missing? Loxy smiled faintly. Nobody wants her. She's got no one, no family. People will just think she's run away. What about me? Tristan asked. I'm her family. Yeah? Well, Tristan, you should just thought of that a long time ago. He laughed and moved away from the edge of the grave, cackling loudly.